is here? Oh, well, this is a store here, but maybe it's not available right now. Oh, looks like we have another quest here. Let's pick this up.
Welcome! A customer! This is so exciting! What can I get you?
Well, what do you serve?
Anything you want. How about the chef's special made from top quality recycled materials?
Wait, what?
Deep fried niblet hairballs.
What?
Are you sure that's actually edible?
Oh yes, it definitely won't kill you, I can guarantee it. And since you're my first customer in days, no charge.
Yeah.
Nothing ventured.
That's the spirit. Take the plunge, I say.
Something tells you I'm gonna get sick. Or maybe...
Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you transported to culinary heaven?
This is...
Too tart? Too much salt, perhaps? I can brush it off if you like.
No, it's actually really good.
God, that is a relief. I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic considering the times.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
I think it must be me. I just don't have a head for business. No matter how hard I work, I just can't seem to attract more customers. I've been living on the brink of financial ruin for years now. My son got sick of it, so he left.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner? You know, someone you trust who has a better head for business.
Now that you mention it, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnan. Apparently he specializes in turning around lost causes like mine. I'll bet... No, I know he can help me, but how do I find him? All I know is his name.
What's his name?
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's hard to track down. If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about Seedy's?
Okay, I guess. Nothing wrong with trying, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna pause for a little bit.
Gordon Gourmet. I'll remember it.
You are far too kind. Thank you so much. I hope you find him soon.
As much as I like... I'm going to record... the way I'm doing this, as you guys know, I'm recording these in batches of every in-game day. But that usually takes about 4 hours or so. So, having one huge file, which is like 4 hours long, is not a very good thing to do. So I'm gonna now I want to pause just like this, and I'll take the time to actually do some research and find out some stuff and etc. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, so we're back and did some research as to what needs to be done. Actually, where am I going here? Wrong way. Okay, so just because I want to get as much done as possible, he's visiting the Banquet of the Lord. Okay, so we just actually heard where we need to go for to find Gordon Gourmet. He's actually up here visiting. We just talked to him and it'll lead us on where we need to do. So it should be him right here, I'm assuming.
Tell me, are you the famous food expert?
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied. I see. Seedy's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered by the dining public.
So, will you help him out? I can take you right there.
Oh no. Seedy's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. I'm run ragged trying to keep up. And, well, you see...
Okay.
Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? All right, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately, with total precision. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions perfectly.
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first thing about fine dining.
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need
Okay.
is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say
good
it can be found. In fact,
sense of
a
taste,
tour of the best
essentially.
establishments of the glutton's quarters should do.
Okay. I guess, just need to taste food in different places. Just...
When
Nom,
offering
nom,
a
nom.
complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough. One must always anticipate the needs of your patrons. I am constantly assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers, the comfort, the decor. Our customers want more than just the meal. They come for the memories they can savor for years to come.
Way of Garcon. I don't know how to pronounce that.
That was useful information, but you still have more to learn. You should visit more restaurants in the Glutton's Quarter.
Yep, plan to.
Welcome. We have a popular selection of sweets. Our customers come here to put down their shopping bags and rest their weary feet. Our cakes and sweets are the perfect pick-me-up for just about everyone. We put a lot of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like treats for your palate and soul.
We have pastissiere. I don't know how to pronounce those shits.
Light, I'm glad you're enjoying all the food, but I hope all these rich meals don't slow you down.
We'll see. I'm not worried. Meat grill.
Step right up. Get the best meat and kebabs in Houston.
Ooh, kebabs. That makes me so hungry right now. Oh, I would really love a
Shipped
kebab.
Directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients, none of that synthetic stuff. Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to seal in the juices and flavors. And we do that better than anyone else.
Rotissiere. That makes me want to go back to New York City and,
You're a food connoisseur by the time this is over. You just have 3 more restaurants left to visit.
what is it? What was I trying to say? In New York City, they have, like, these food stands that you can go to. The Islamic food stores, and they have, like, it's so good. If you're from the New York City area, you know exactly what I'm talking
Even
about.
kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes.
What's with the
Vitamins in vegetables
Pumpkin
are determined by
head.
their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced diet.
intermitiere? I have no idea what the hell you're saying.
2 more places, Light, and you'll have managed to sample all the popular restaurants of the Glutton's Quarter.
I'm just gonna whoop. Am I leaving the Glutton's Quarter? Let's just look around. I'm pretty sure there's.
If you're in the market for something...
Oh. I'm pretty sure there's something else here. No? Maybe not. Pretty sure there was like a sip and something. I gotta be more careful about that. Maybe... Oh, wait a minute. These are the stores on the map. I should... Fishy flavors.
Every one of our fish is fresh caught and delicious.
Just give me the cheapest
We
stuff.
get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of the ocean. Tastes great raw or grilled. A chef is even more important when preparing uncooked dishes. The way you slice a tuna makes all the difference in the world.
Sushi?
Almost there, Light. You have 1 more restaurant left to visit.
Welcome! How can I be...
And
From
something
the
about
elegant
drinks.
simplicity of strong spirits on the rocks to
Excuse me.
complex and fruity concoctions with
Sorry about
little
that.
umbrellas, we serve all kinds of drinks. Cocktails can be served chilled or warm, shaken or stirred. Everyone has their own preferences. We encourage customers to consult with our staff to create the perfect cocktail to accompany their evening.
Sommelier. That reminds me of Sanji from One
You
Piece.
visited all the best restaurants. What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
can talk to a real expert. Go to the Banquet of the Lord and see what Gordon Gourmet has to say.
Sure thing.
You look really upset.
Yeah, bet you can't guess why.
Don't tell me. You were dumped.
No. I mean, yeah, I guess so, pretty much. We were supposed to go on a date. It was set. I made us a reservation at the Banquet of the Lord. Do you know how hard that was to get?
Being stood up is never fun.
Yeah. Now I've got to cancel it. I can't go alone. Unless, that is, you want to go? Then it wouldn't be a total waste, would it?
Wow, how could I say no?
That's sarcasm,
I'm
right?
not good at talking to women. I just wanted to sit and watch the fireworks together. My girl looking gorgeous in her best dress, the colorful lights reflected in her eyes.
Okay, between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you?
He wasn't serious.
Are you sure? He might end up in the Banquet of the Lord at a table for two, waiting for you to show up.
That's really his problem, not mine. I'm not obligated to keep him company.
Well, that's another quest, I guess.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If Seedy's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at Seedy's and at the best establishments in Yusnon. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me,
okay.
what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old Seedy's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone.
Okay,
In fact,
that's
I don't
interesting.
think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments.
How interesting,
It is, as
actually.
you say,
But
the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about Seedy's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, Seedy's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk.
how do you know
supplies
this?
dried up and the
How does he know
restaurant
all
fell into
this?
a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about
Oh,
Seedy's.
okay, thank you, Lightning.
Well, a long time ago, let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success. He just needs the final ingredient.
In Central Avenue, defeat the monster and show.
So it turns out this civet musk is a precious commodity.
Apparently. So let's see, Central Ave, which is that big road going down there. So that's easy enough.
Why don't you let
When's
Gordon
7
Gourmet know
o'clock?
you have some? He can tell you what to do next.
1900. Oh, damn it. Oh, right. I was okay. Well, anyway, those 3 stones I can get from the from a merchant that's in the by the train station. Losing my train of thought. Anyway, but I don't see the monster. I've been to Central Ave. Am I supposed to see this monster here somewhere, or what? Okay, he didn't say to come down here, so... Maybe it's at night or something? I don't... Alright, in the meanwhile, I'm gonna head back here. There should be a merchant here somewhere we can talk to. Cool, give us the stuff we need. This person is supposed to give us one of the 3 stones or whatever. Actually, this might be the person here. I don't know.
New gems, straight from the dead dunes. Want to buy one? They're called Desert Flames, and I'm the only one who sells them.
And they're 2,000 each, apparently. Wait, I have one? When did I pick up? Okay, whatever. I must have been in the tunnel, because there's one in the tunnel, apparently.
Well, that's my entire stock. Thanks for being a loyal customer.
Light, I don't want to pry, but are you alright? What I mean is, look at you. You're doing exactly what those fortune tellers told you to do.
If you're asking me if I'm actually under their spell, the answer is no. Come on, they're just frauds.
Except, you didn't just pick those gems off the street. You paid a lot of gil to complete that collection.
Hope, you have to give me some credit. I'm just playing along, for now. The best way to find out what they're really up to is to hand over the 3 gems.
Yeah. Maybe it would have been better if I just found them instead of paying money for them. Okay, where was the thing again? I have it?
Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found civet musk. Thank you indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. Seedy's is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of Seedy's, for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get
I'm
caught up
so
in the
confused.
project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to
Bullshit.
business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to Seedy's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and Seedy's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
Okay.
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you remember what the owner of Seedy's told us when we met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started struggling? Great minds, Hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
How interesting.
And that's why Gordon won't meet Seedy's owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to Seedy's.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you?
Give me a free taste of the meal, I guess.
This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
He is? And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to Seedy's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch. Would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
How interesting. This quest actually has quite a bit of a story to it, which is nice.
And there it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway.
How... Oh my god. Mouthgasm. Thank you.
Wow. This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although
Her
all the
voice,
credit
though,
must go to my
makes
son,
that has
it
that
was
sense
his
of
doing.
sarcasm.
Here,
honestly,
I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
I have a feeling steak a la civet. I have a feeling he might have gone away already, but let me see something actually, because one of the notes is supposed to be around here, right there actually. Oh, is this too? That's not it though, but. Ah, the feels! Okay, I want to hurry up because I don't know how long that person is going to be there for, so... If he left, it would suck. Nope, he's still here. Okay.
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at Seedy's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then...
Mouthgasm!
Oh, yes. A perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight. A theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions.
It's a
and if you think that's
mouthgasm!
hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? Well, what do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right. The cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is.
Yes.
Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of Seedy's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts.
You've done good.
After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what Seedy's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did. I can't face him again.
But you can always...
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Father, how did you find me?
My apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes. Now let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make Seedy's a success again!
Oh, that fatherly and son love, father and son love, that makes a tear in my eye. Double Aradia there, nice.
That went well.
Yeah.
A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Yes.
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want something off the campfire grill, maybe I could rustle something up. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but I have been told that I grill a pretty mean behemoth steak.
Why is that? How interesting.